Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 44 of Black Lake Settlers. Just a quick recap of the goals. I've done nothing. No, that's not entirely true, but I'm working on it. Okay, so first things first, way too many people mention this for me to credit anyone, but basically I don't have this part of the stockpile doing anything, so I'll plop some fine items in there. I'm going to move the light. And some of these weapons are just gonna... The bows, for instance, are gonna get donated. Yeah, a lot of people mention that. So, yep. Okay, one more thing that got mentioned. Federico Spadone came up with a really, really good idea for me and my prison problem. It might not be that ethical, but I think you see where this is going. The idea would be to suppress rebellions through mechanical automation. Yes, super, super, super dark, and not something I'd necessarily want to use, but I'm really tired of getting beat up very, very, very hard every time these stupid little prisoners decide to rebel. So instead of me enjoy their wholesale slaughter sadistically, I will go ahead and automate the process with turrets. I know that sounds terrible, but it's just for the good of the colony. That I quit chopping off limbs and instead focus on, I don't know, chopping off, putting bullets in heads or something. Whatever. It's just something I have to do. The end. Let's also move the orbital trade beacon. That's always a good, safe idea. Have our best crafter, maybe it's Trekintosh at this point, make the marble table. He could finish it off. Ooh, Mega Sloth wool. I like that. Haul that in a minute. Nice, you removed a floor. I love when pawns are like, I did something, and it was like worth 1 steel. It's like, sure, you did do something, I guess, technically. So this is a tip that I got from Kamazushi for the other series, but I'm going to fix the drug intake here as well. And then I'm also going to do smoke leaf joints. I'm going to have to do Google real quick. I'll let the game run so you're not staring at this while I do this, but I'm going to use smoke leaf joints as a sort of, oh no, they're going crazy, how to suppress this. Alright, smoke leaf is safe every 2 days. I guess. No, I think this wiki post is old. That's the problem, is sometimes the information on the wiki is not always all that great. The problem with the smoke leaf joints is it lowers your consciousness, lowers your move, and makes you more hungry. So, yeah. Not awesome. Confusion. Okay, I'm just going to assign it. You all can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to assign it to every 2 days if mood is below 30%, and have them all take 1 in their inventory. That way, if they're about to go off half-cocked, I can just quickly do a little smoke leaf and it's fine. Insulting spree. See, this is exactly what I mean. I'd prefer not to have scenarios like this. Now, currently this smoke leaf is frozen. I do need to get through the backlog of this frozen smoke leaf before it starts to warm up, or it could possibly spoil. And that was a tip by Tiberius T. Fortunately, my stockroom is super cold, so it's not much of an issue now, but it will be at some point. Alright, we've got a bionic arm. Actually, I was thinking about Wolf here. I'm going to do something for Wolf to help him out a lot. I'm going to make 2 little ear implants. The reason being is hearing pretty much doesn't matter in this game. Like, it almost doesn't matter at all. And those are really, really, really cheap bionics to manufacture, and then we'll just pop them in his ears and he'll be a lot happier. Problem absolutely solved. Alright, prisoners, if you would like to rebel, go right ahead, I guess. Alright, once Trekintosh finishes eating, I'm going to have him take over the marble poker table, because he is the man. He will do a good job of it. Actually, let's keep these off. Deef here is currently finding a mining outpost, so I'll leave him to it. Now, the wood I bought is going to very, very good use. We almost immediately used it all up. But, it is, as you can see in our power, awesome. Happy with that. Alright, who is a cheap crafter I can pick on? 0 Day, DQ. Deef probably shouldn't be on crafting anyway. Morrow is crafting. Actually, I'm going to put 0 Day on Super Crafter. He's already making advanced components. Alright, smelting weapons, good. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. Do you have any needs? No, you're good. Just keep going. Now, ideally, we would have... Who was binging on beer before? I think we can actually dump the beer out. I think whoever was binging before, I don't remember off the top of my head, is probably done binging. Just a thought. Alright. Everyone that's out here, I'm going to make you do some hauling. We need steel. I could designate higher priority haulers. That'd be a long-term solution worth taking. But we really, really need the steel, so I'm just going to temporarily force haul. Oh, depends. Depends, you will start hauling the wool. Wool is good stuff. We can get some toques made out of it or something. Wolf, you're starving. That's on you, man. Okay, we made a bionic eye. We made a implant. I'm gotta figure out who needed the eye. One way to do it is to go into numbers and go to the medical tab and then add the HEDIF. And you can see who has... Oh, that's not really telling me enough. If I go back into that medical tab and view site, Menmi and Trekintosh. Ooh, Trekintosh. Let's forbid this and give you this eye. What is it, a red eye? And depends. Wow, it is very hard to find anyone in here. Depends was out here hauling. Yeah, so depends, once you're done hauling that. Oh, someone's already installing it. I just don't know who. So we have an eye and an arm. As for the arm, I ought to find a recipient of that as well. Jarrett would be a good recipient. His left arm? Alright, DQ is actually a pretty good doc. And you're making the other implant. Bob, you are a really good doc too. Or not really good, but fairly good. Do we run out of the good meds? DQ, why are you using those meds? There we go. I think it's just someone was using the stockpile of the good meds right as that was happening. Alright, I haven't really paid any attention to the hunting place. Let's go ahead and go to wildlife and we'll tame boomlopes and we'll hunt just about everything else. Okay, off we go. And we'll be able to bring lots of meat home. Looking here, obviously we could use it. In fact, I would say both of you take out the grizzly bear, butcher it, and then come home with the meat of the grizzly and everyone else. Alright, so Trekintosh now has his eye, Jarrett has an arm. And I put it in the wrong arm. Of course I did. Of course I did. I was pretty sure I selected left, and I did not. Well, it's fine. He'll get another one anyway. Alright, no, Wolf is no longer wandering in sadness. That's great. I'm going to give him 2 ear implants. Sorry, Deef. And these guys are going to go back on herbal meds. And DQ, you're going to wake up for this. Herbal meds is fine for everyone. Alright, DQ. And this will make him transhumanist pleased will go up a lot more. Ooh, a masterwork too. Good job. Alright, DQ's actually working on the other implant. I'm gonna just force you to work on that. Trying to make him happier. Quite pleased. We're working on it, buddy. Alright, these joints are rolling off the line. Trekkintosh. I'm going to have you finish this up with your new found eyeball. People are kind of happy, aren't they? Alright, we'll have a lot of meat. And apparently more wool. Someone out there is looking out for me. Alright, Knack, are you currently... I'm gonna set nothing else to be hunted at the moment, just so that I can get ahead of what I'm trying to do. New recruit, Roxigo. Alright, Rox, what are you? You are underground kind, jealous. Jealousy will be a little interesting. I was curious to see what happens with jealousy in the barracks, so time will tell. As for work tab, I should check your health first. So you were missing a leg, you have a permanent crack in your spine, wow, and your arm has been shot up. The leg I can fix pretty quick. What is that, right leg? We'll just give you some cheapo new leg. And then, what are you good at? Not really anything, and you're slow. You're definitely a cleaner. Pretty sure I finished that implant. I don't know where it is. Maybe I'm currently hauling it. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. We do need to haul the meat into this. So high priority meat is going to be normal. I could fill... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and fix this way. So this will be a vegetarian side. So copy settings. Paste settings, because no one can eat right now. Really? You need to be assigned to cooking to move it to a hopper? Are you kidding me? Alright, who's my cook? Cook. Memi, you're a temporary cook because you're standing right here. Alright. There we go. Now people can start feeding themselves. Alright, Wolf now has 2 ear implants, and the net result is that he's going to be delighted. That's great. And they're pretty cheap. I do have other transhumanists here that I could do something similar for. It would take me a little bit of time to find them. I'd only really do it if their moods were really, really bad, but Nara is a transhumanist, but she already has a bionic eye, so she's going to be... She's not sad about her transhumanism. As soon as they get a single part, they're happy again. Just going through to make sure I don't have any transhumanists that are sad that they don't have parts. And no, I don't. Okay, good. Alright. Cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do is send this meat home pronto. So, world, we will form Caravan. And I think just have Knack hold down the fort. God, this is a lot of weight. I'll bring the bear skin. At least it's close, right? Deef, are you still trying to find us a community? Yep, wow. Yikes, that takes a while. Let's maybe think about comfort while he's doing this. You certainly won't have the undergrounder debuff. That's for sure. And you need a basic lake too. I'll give you regular meds. I already set herring up? Yeah, I already set herring up. Okay. Just making sure. There is a lot of information here, and it's really easy for me to miss something. So I do appreciate when you all point it out to me. Oh, wow. You got bit pretty bad. Oh, Bob's already tending to you, though. Okay, working on components. As for... Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let's haul this steel home. All 12 of it. I love that, right? 12 to shelf. Much better. Really don't like when they fill a shelf like that. Cece, if you're out here, I'm going to borrow you. You're going to haul steel. And Cole, you're going to haul steel, even though you were slagging. Trek. I'm going to start to mine some more of it, I guess. Just going to assume all that is steel. There were some nodes down here. Maybe we tapped them already. Okay, this caravan will get there. Malnutrition is already setting in. Food binge. Bummer. Alright, Wolf is finally healing up. The amount of pain that he's experienced will decrease, which will be great. We have a nice surplus of beer, which is keeping us productive-ish. I think knives can be smelted too. There's almost not a case where I'm going to want a knife. What I'll do is I'll make sure that the quality is good or lower. Alright guys, you don't have far to go. Some of these dudes are unhappily nude, which means Valak needs to start cranking out pants and shirts. I know, you're all hungry, I get it. I've been abusing you. You... Why are they hungry anyway? What I don't really understand is... Knack here... Yeah, there was food here. I don't know, whatever. Alright, bunch of Muffalo moved in. I'll keep hunting the other stuff as well. And he can just fill this up. Cup runneth over. Alright, so Wolf is... here. I guess if you guys are standing here, we can haul. Animals. We want the boomers to go to safe... I don't really want them in safe haven. Barracks for now. I haven't really thought of a ranch spot, which is honestly the problem. I could put them here and move the batteries. That wouldn't be obscene. Let me just put in the double flooring. Ooh, but that's on wood there. So what I think I'll do is... This keeps them out of the way, and there's really nothing flammable around. So I think this is fine. And I'm spacing them out so if they do catch fire, the fire doesn't spread so easy. And because this back path isn't used, the ugliness of the batteries won't really affect much. And it is officially winter. For all of you OCDers. Actually, whatever, I'll just space it a little closer. Oh, you know what? I do need backup batteries. So I will have these as backups. It's not a lot of power to be stored in backup, but it'll have to do. I think the prisoners are done trying to be cantankerous. Great, that's perfect. Exactly where I wanted you to dump everything. Actually, I don't trust food from the sky, even though we have a food shortage, because that's going to get me food poisoning. That's a trap, if I've ever seen one. Alright, Velik. Let's get you to do some tailoring. And I'm going to suspend the toques because people are naked. Actually, you know what? It would make more sense to fix just the order. Make sure we don't have any unhappy nudity first, because that causes people to be hypothermic and wandering. Corpse obsession, yay! I actually really don't mind corpse obsession. Wow, that is one zombie right there. She's smoke leafing. Okay. Cool, and the boom mobs already have plague. Can I do nothing right? The answer is yes, I can do nothing right. At least they won't die. Alright, Knack, how are you doing back here? You're gonna need some backup soon-ish. Good old hypothermia. I guess depends is the better rescuer, rather than a cannibal, right? Don't send a cannibal to rescue a downed person. Seems like a pretty wise sage advice. Vex, you are doing fab? Anyone that has outstanding fabrication, I'm just gonna send to the table to finish it off. Although she was probably mining like miles away. And she was. So I don't need all of my resources or some of my resources locked up in works in progress. Oh, you don't haul, that's right. Dano does. Alright, Moro, I think it's time to... What is this? Normal. Oh, this was already higher priority. Really? You're hauling 10 at a time? Do you want me to kill you? There we go. Now we're hauling it down. Alright, Endelos, you still have some outstanding stuff, and you've been at the hunter camp. Oh my god, where are you? There you are. Finish off that no! Don't do that. Finish off your current fabrication. Get that out of the way. I probably should have built a heater here rather than had a fueled campfire. In hindsight. Alright, so Bellic is starting to get some clothing out. So whoever is unhappily nude, she is just downed because of hypothermia, but how's this hospital? Very impressive. Okay, I can make it extremely impressive, I guess. Extremely impressive is in my opinion, the ROI ideal. Endelos, you are not supposed to be standing there. And yeah, that's just gonna piss you off, buddy. I gotta remember to reset the restrictions. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and consume with our cannibals. Bet Poppy wants a bite too. She'll be next. And Endelos, you are the target of a lot of social fights. Okay, Poppy, let's have you take a chomp. Oh, Wolf Bear is taking a chomp. Oops. Let's go ahead and bury, So, little teenager, this is what happens when people die. They turn into very, very gray, nasty corpses. Really? You're eating my rice? Okay. Hydroponics is done, but Pet Zone is not going to allow... This ain't no zoo. Get out of here. Once the ground softens a bit, I can definitely make some... I can make some... Ooh, there's stuff to hunt here? Oh, there's a lot of stuff to hunt here. I don't know when that happened, but... Score. Alright, Boomalopes. We'll have to send Penguin back to the hunter camp as well as Endelos soon. Maybe after Endelos heals up. In fact, let's force him to heal up. This room should be sterilized at some point in the future. I really just don't have the silver. I'll start the sterilization process, but as mostly a reminder to do it more thoroughly. Although, I gotta say, my rice stockpile looking pretty good at the moment. I feel finally like things are starting to get put back and set right, which is a really, really good feeling. Man, by no means is it perfect, but any sort of improvement is ideal. This swamp is getting diswamped. And that is about all the time I have. In fact, I went a little bit over time. So if you have any feedback for me or any suggestions that will make this easier, or comments, or really anything at all, just drop me a line. And if you are rooting for a specific pawn over all the others, I'd love to hear who and why. And I guess I'll have to catch you all next time. So thank you for tuning in, and adios.